I want to start today by asking you to do something a little strange.
Okay.
I want you to mentally rewind to the last time you stepped outside and really felt the sun. Not just the heat on your skin or the glare in your eyes, but the actual presence of it. It's 93 million miles away, this churning ball of fusion, and yet it feels intimate. It feels personal. Now, be honest. When you looked up, hopefully with sunglasses on, did you see a nuclear reactor, a source of vitamin D, or did you see a parent?
Wow, that is a loaded question right out of the gate.
It is.
Because most people, if they're being honest, they probably just see the weather. Is it sunny just means, is it a good day?
Yeah.
We don't usually anthropomorphize the solar system.
Right. We keep it functional. It's a light bulb. It's a heater. But today we are going to challenge that. We are taking a deep dive into a piece of work that suggests the sun isn't just a ball of gas, but an active, intelligent participant in our lives. We're unpacking a combined piece of visual art and poetry. It's titled Heaven on Earth, and it's by artist and philosopher Kim S. MacKenzie.
And this comes from her collection, Homage to the Stars, by Day and by Night. And what I absolutely love about MacKenzie's work here is that she's not trying to reject science to make some spiritual point.
No.
She's layering them. She takes the physics of light, the biology of evolution, and she just wraps them in this layer of absolute wonder.
It's a fusion, exactly.
Yeah.
And before we even get into the text, which is so dense in the best way, we have to ground you in the visual experience. Because she didn't just write this, she painted it. And the painting, it really sets the emotional stage.
It creates the whole atmosphere. I mean, if you could see this image, the very first thing that would hit you is the color, the temperature.
Oh, yeah.
It is overwhelmingly warm. We're talking these dominant golds, rich yellows, ambers. It just radiates heat.
It feels like high noon in a place that's maybe too perfect to be real. And at the top, just dominating the whole canvas, is the sun.
Right.
It has these intense, distinct rays reaching down. They look solid, almost like pillars or pathways from the sky to the ground.
And then below that, you've got the landscape, which is fascinating because it looks architectural, but not industrial.
No.
You see these temple-like structures with these beautiful arches, and they're colored in soft whites and pinkish tones. They look almost porous, organic, like coral or bone.
It doesn't look like a city built by cranes. It looks like a city that grew.
Yes.
And then right in the center, connecting this temple city to that massive sun, that's the focal point. There's a flame-like base, and rising out of it is this stylized blue form.
The blue form is so striking because it's the only cool color in this whole sea of gold. It looks like a fern, maybe? Or like a spinal column of pure energy just rising straight up.
It's an ascent.
It is. It creates this vertical tension, this sun reaching down and this blue energy reaching up.
And that vertical tension is exactly what the poem is all about. It's the relationship between what's up there and what's down here. So let's crack open the text.
Let's do it.
MacKenzie starts with this couplet that immediately reframes how we think about sunlight. She writes, "The rays of the day host a miracle code that enables Earth life in the cellular mode."
Miracle code.
Right.
I mean, that is such a sticky phrase.
It sounds so modern, doesn't it? Code implies data, syntax. It suggests that sunlight isn't just raw energy, it's information.
Which, I mean, if you look at biology, that's technically true. We tend to think of the sun as a battery charger. It gives plants energy to grow. But light is also a signal.
A signal.
Triggers circadian rhythms. It tells seeds when to germinate. It alters hormonal production in our brains. The light is literally carrying instructions that biology on Earth reads and then executes.
So when she says enables Earth life in the cellular mode, she's being quite literal. It's not just a poetic flourish. Without that signal, the cellular machinery, it wouldn't know what to do.
Exactly. But MacKenzie takes that biological reality, that cellular mode, and she just elevates it. She calls it a miracle code. She's suggesting that the complexity of this whole interaction, photon from a star, unlocking a process in a cell, isn't just mechanics.
She refers to the sun as our great parent star. And then she writes, "Project's divine patent to all from afar."
Divine patent. Now that is an unusual word for poetry, patent.
It's so legalistic, isn't it? A patent is a document of ownership. It protects an invention. It says, I made this, I designed this, this is the blueprint.
It implies intellectual property. By using that word patent, MacKenzie is stripping away any idea of randomness. If something is patented, it has a specific purpose and a specific inventor.
Right.
It means the design of life, the way your cells work, the way a leaf turns to the light. It isn't some accident. It's a proprietary technology being beamed down to us.
It's interesting to think of the sun as a projector, like We're the movie screen, and the movie being played is called the life, and the sun is the machine in the back of the room making it all happen.
That's a great analogy. It bridges that distance. The sun is physically far away, but the patent, design, the intent, it's right here. It's projected onto us every single second.
It connects the macrocosmos to our microbiology.
You can't separate the star from the cell. They're part of the same system.
So we've got this code coming down, we have this patent being projected, but what does it actually create? Because when I look around my neighborhood, I don't just see life, I see a lot of variety.
And that is the very next stop on her journey. She moves from the source to the manifestation. She writes, it permeates atoms of each living form, molding lions to eagles and white rhino horns.
I love that she breaks it down to the atom, permeates atoms. It's not just skin deep.
No, it's fundamental physics. Every single atom in your body was forged in a star, and the energy interacting with those atoms right now is solar. It's a complete immersion.
But look at the list of animals she chose. Lions, eagles, white rhino horns. Those are very specific and very different creatures.
Very different.
You've got the lion, the apex predator on the ground, the eagle, master of the air, and the rhino, this, ancient tank-like herbivore.
So why do you think she chose those three specifically?
Well, they represent dominance in their own elements, I suppose. But they're also just so vastly different in their form. I mean, an eagle feather and a rhino horn couldn't be more different.
And yet, MacKenzie groups them together in a single breath, molding lions to eagles.
Yeah.
She's highlighting the unity within all that diversity. The same miracle code, the same divine patent, is flexible enough to create both the aerodynamic lift of an eagle's wing and the dense keratin of a rhino's horn.
It's the ultimate multitasker. One stream of light, a million different expressions.
And it reminds me of the artwork again. Remember those arches at the bottom?
Yeah.
They're all individual structures. They have their own boundaries.
Yeah.
But they are all bathed in the exact same yellow light. The light doesn't discriminate. It doesn't say, you know what, I'm only going to shine on the eagles today. It permeates everything equally.
It's a democratizing force. It puts the lion and the rhino on the same playing field. They're both just molded forms of the same solar energy.
Which is a beautiful way to look at nature, but it gets a little trickier when we apply it to ourselves. Because while nature seems to have this harmonious balance, the circle of life and all that, human life often feels, well, let's say, less harmonious.
That is the understatement of the year. If this miracle code is so perfect, why is the world so messy? Why is there conflict, suffering? And MacKenzie, she addresses this. She doesn't shy away from it.
No, she anticipates the skepticism. And she gives us a metaphor that I think is the emotional anchor of the entire piece. She writes, and although the earth nursery seems contrasting, in truth we are raised by the one shining stream. Earth nursery, that's the phrase that stopped me. It's so evocative.
It's humbling. If Earth is a nursery, that makes us toddlers.
In the cosmic scheme of things, absolutely. I mean, think about a nursery, a real one. Is it a place of quiet, orderly contemplation?
No, it's usually chaos. Someone's crying, someone's throwing a block, someone's sleeping, someone is learning to walk and falling over. It's a mess.
It's a high-contrast environment. There's joy, but there's also frustration. There's growth, but there are growing pains. MacKenzie uses that phrase, seems contrasting. The conflict we see, the political strife, the wars, our personal struggles, that's the chaos of the nursery. It looks like disorder.
But she says that's just how it seems.
Exactly. In truth, we are raised by the one shining stream. She is completely reframing the chaos. It's not destruction, it's development. We are in a growth phase.
Right.
A nursery isn't designed to keep children as children forever. It's designed to raise them.
That is such a crucial shift in perspective. Because if you look at the world as a finished product, it looks like a failure. It looks broken. But if you look at it as a nursery, the mess suddenly makes sense. You don't judge a construction site for being dusty, and you don't judge a nursery for being loud.
Precisely. It allows for a little bit of grace. It suggests that humanity is currently in its, its adolescence, maybe even its infancy. We are being raised, and who's doing the raising? The great parent star. The light isn't just illuminating the mess, it's the nutrient that is helping us grow out of it.
It suggests the contrast, the struggle, is actually necessary for the growth.
Oh, for sure.
You can't learn to walk without gravity trying to pull you down.
And you can't have a miracle code without something to decode it. The earth provides the resistance, the sun provides the potential.
So if we are in the nursery and we're being raised, What are we being raised for? What's the graduation ceremony? Because this is where the poem takes a turn that I just wasn't expecting. I thought she was going to say we're being raised to be good people or something.
That would be the standard philosophical answer.
Yeah.
But MacKenzie goes bigger, much bigger.
She writes, that eventually grows us so we may become the prodigy stars of our heavenly sun.
Prodigy stars.
Prodigy.
A prodigy isn't just a child. A prodigy is a child who displays the talents of a master, a child who has inherited a specific genius.
So she's saying we aren't just the sun's children, we are the sun's apprentices.
Or heirs. Think about the biology again. We consume the sun's energy. We take it into our bodies. MacKenzie is suggesting that the ultimate goal of this process isn't just to keep us alive as biological machines, it's to transform us into generators of that same light.
Wow.
We are meant to become prodigy stars.
We're destined to become like the parent.
That is the core of the divine patent. The blueprint isn't for a servant. The blueprint is for a star.
This brings me right back to that blue fern in the painting. We talked about it earlier, that blue energy rising out of the flame.
Now it makes sense, doesn't it?
It really does. It's the prodigy. It's rooted in the earth, in the nursery, in those temple structures, but it's rising up. It's passing through the fire, through the energy, and reaching back toward the source. It's not falling down, it's ascending.
It represents the evolution of consciousness. We start as matter atoms, cells, rhinos, humans. We struggle in the nursery. We deal with the contrasts. But eventually, as she writes, we grow enough to embody that light ourselves. We become radiant.
It's an incredibly empowering idea, but also kind of daunting. If I'm a prodigy star in training, I have a lot of work to do. I mean, most days I struggle to be a functional adult, let alone a star.
And that's why the nursery concept is so important. You aren't expected to be a supernova today. You're just expected to grow. You're expected to let the light in and let it do its work.
It really combats that feeling of smallness, you know, that cosmic nihilism where you look at the stars and feel insignificant. This just flips it and says, no, you look at the star and you see your future. You see your lineage.
It connects you to the cosmos in a way that isn't just about size, but about quality. You are made of the same stuff, running the same code, headed for the same destiny. It's so easy to feel like the world is fundamentally broken and hostile.
For sure.
But if you apply MacKenzie's framework, you realize you're just standing in the nursery.
The guy honking at you is just another toddler throwing a tantrum.
Exactly. He's struggling with a lesson. He's in the messy phase of growth. It allows you to detach a little bit from the immediate frustration and see the bigger picture. We are all raised by the one shining stream. We're all classmates.
It fosters a sense of empathy, I think. If we're all running the same divine patent, then the differences between us, the political sides, the cultural barriers, they're all surface level. Underneath, we're all powered by the same reactor.
It dissolves the isolation. You aren't a lonely biological accident fighting for survival. You are part of a massive, solar system-wide project of raising consciousness. You have a role to play.
And your role is to shine.
Eventually, yeah. Your role is to realize that you have that potential, to not settle for just being a consumer of energy, but to start thinking about how you project it, how you treat people, how you create. That is the prodigy starting to wake up.
It's about recognizing the miracle code in yourself and in the white rhino and in eagle and in your neighbor.
And recognizing that the heaven on earth and the title isn't a place we go to after we die. It's the state of being we achieve when we realize who we are, when the nursery finally does its job.
That is such a beautiful thought. It makes the world feel full of potential rather than full of problem.
Potential is the key word. It's everywhere. It's in the light hitting your window right now.
So here's the takeaway for you today. We wanted to try something. The next time you step out of your door or you drive your car and the sun hits your face, don't just put on your sunglasses and ignore it. Take 5 seconds.
Feel a little warmth.
Feel it. And just remind yourself, this isn't just heat. This is a download. This is a parent checking in. You are standing in a stream of intelligence that has been molding life for billions of years. And right now, it's focusing on you.
You are in the nursery and you are growing into something spectacular.
You are a prodigy star in the making. And honestly, I think that's a reason to walk with your head held a little higher today.
Absolutely. Embrace the awe.
Thank you for taking this journey into the light with us. It's been a genuine pleasure unpacking this universe.
Always a joy. Keep looking up.
Stay curious, stay open, and let that light in.